Good morning, everybody. My name is Julie. I've got the beautiful Ellen with me this morning, and we just thought we'd hop on and share some of our top tips today. So when I first got started on my nutrition program, I tried exercising, I tried cutting back, could never lose the weight. I got started on my Herbie nutrition program, and I actually dropped 7 kilos or a dress size in the first handful of weeks, and it was just amazing. And so I did 7 kilos in 6 weeks, but some weeks I lost like 1.9 kilos and other weeks I lost 0.2 of a kilo. So we all know what it's like to be on that plateau. So you know, I thought the best person I could have with me today to chat to you about this is my good friend Ellen. Share your story.
Hi everyone. Yep. So I jumped on a program back in May 2018 after seeing some really good results that my son had with some of the skin products for his eczema. So so to date I've lost 25 kilos, of which one of those kilos has just been recently in the last 6 weeks. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I had been maintaining, but the energy shift I've had is incredible. To be now in a size 8 clothing, and the boost to my confidence is just unreal. But of course, awesome. I've hit some plateaus in that time, Jules, as you know, and when I've been on the phone. So this will be a really good call for some of you.
That's so cool. And guys, you know, just like Ellen said, we both experienced those plateaus, and it's absolutely normal. And between us, we've helped hundreds of other Herbie clients get over their weight loss plateaus as well. So hopefully you'll get a lot of value from this. So we know that if you're following the Herbie nutrition program properly, you're going to be losing round about 1 kilo a week. However, some weeks you'll lose more kilos and some weeks you'll lose more centimeters. And that's why it's really important that you must take your centimeters, your measurements, because you know you could be having a couple of weeks where the weight isn't shifting, but you're losing body fat and those centimeters are going down. So if you've experienced that sometime during your program, maybe you had a couple of weeks where the weight just wasn't moving, you experienced that plateau, hit the love button, because we like to know that people are kind of experiencing and kind of getting what we're talking about. So I think we're going to do some troubleshooting. Hey, Ellen?
Yes, we are. So we've got a few pointers here. So one of the first questions you ask yourself is, are you sticking to your 3-2-1? So that's your 3 shakes, 2 shakes a day, your 3 lots of supplements, and your 1 colourful healthy meal at night time. Are you slacking off on the weekends? So some of us tend to be really good throughout the week, and then on the weekends it can be, oh, well, we'll just have 1 shake, or I'll just take my supplements in the morning. Are you putting too much fruit in your shakes? So what we normally recommend is half a banana or a quarter of a cup of fruit or something like that. Are you not taking your supplements 3 times a day? So yes, you may be really good morning and lunchtime, but when it comes to evenings, are you thinking, oh, I can't be bothered now? And then you go to bed and you just can't be bothered to get back up and take them. And are you not drinking enough water? You know, that was one thing that I experienced, that I could be doing my 2, yes, I've got mine here too. I would have my 2.5 litres, 3 litres a day, but then I would let the boys drink my drink and not realise it. And so I wasn't getting the full amount of intake there. And are you cheating too much? You know, are you grabbing something what you think is a healthy snack, but you're having too much of it? And, you know, and then at night time, if you haven't been sticking to your program throughout the day and you're a little bit hungrier, are you going for that little bit bigger portion size? So we're going to give you some of our top tips. Number 1 is make sure you are doing your Herbie program properly. I can't stress that enough. It's 7 days a week. And you know yourself that when you've been doing it for a few days in a row, you feel so good about yourself and you start to see some results. Number 2 is do your water. So since I've been taking my 3 litres of water every day religiously for the last 6 weeks, I've lost 1 kilo as well. So, and remember, it's 1 litre of water per 25 kilos of weight. and also your herby tea. I don't know how I survived without this before, you know, and I drink probably 6 to 8 cups of herby tea, and it's really good to help burn more fat, and also really good for your mental state.
Awesome. And yeah, I reckon I have like 6 to 8, maybe like 10 cups of hot herby tea a day. I'm English, I like it hot, but you can put it in your Glowline cocktail, or, you know, drink it cold in your normal water bottle. Actually, I'm just going to add another tip to what Ellen said, and we were discussing this earlier, is to be prepared with your snacks. So easy at the moment with a lot of us at home to keep making that return visit to the pantry and to the fridge and thinking, oh, I'm so hungry. And you've got a top tip for this, haven't you, Ellen? What do you make?
Oh, I make the herby chocolate orange cake. It is absolutely, oh, I can't explain. And I finally nailed the recipe, which I will share with you guys later, because sometimes it takes especially when you're using gluten-free flour, it takes a little bit of adjustment and things like that, but I've finally nailed it. And I just go, every time I'm a little bit hungry and I fancy it with a cup of tea, I just go and cut like a little piece like that, and it's delicious, and you feel like you're being naughty when you're not.
It's so good. Otherwise you mimight be tempted to have naughty stuff. So I've actually got a piece of my oat and quinoa herby slice here, so I got that out of a recipe from the herby recipe book from the UK that I've adapted a little bit, and again I'll put that in the group as well. So really being prepared with your snacks is super important as well. My third tip is to increase your fiber. So we know that fiber locks onto fat, so we all need to have more fiber. As Aussies, we're generally having about half the amount of fiber that we should, so adding the active fiber complex into every shake is really important. Or chitosan is an amazing supplement as well. It's an intelligent fat blocker, it really helps. But also, you know, when it comes to making sure that you're drinking more, adding the active fiber into your Glowline as well is really important. So you'll see a lot of us doing the Glowline challenge. It's active fiber complex, the herby tea, plus the aloe for you know, gut health as well. All three together, drinking 3 litres for 10 days, and it's absolutely amazing. So if you've tried the Glowline, pop in the comments that you've tried it, and we'd love to know what weight loss and what centimetre loss you got, because it's an absolute great, you know, booster, especially if you're on that weight loss plateau. Okay, so number 4 tip is increase your protein. In fact, I reckon this should be number 1 tip, because most people, when they're trying to lose body fat, they're trying to lose weight, you actually need to hit a certain protein factor every single day. It's a certain number, and if you're using your herby program properly, you'll generally be hitting that. But really make sure when I'm looking to shred a bit, I always add extra PPP, personalized protein powder, in every shake. So at the moment I'm having minimum of 2 scoops of protein powder in every shake. It's going to keep you feeling fuller, you're going to get much better stamina, it's going to really bump up your metabolism and help you burn even more fat. So I absolutely love the PPP. And make sure that all of your snacks have got protein in. So my little slice here, it's got extra protein powder, it's got Formula 1 in as well, it's got a few nuts and seeds, quinoa, that kind of thing, you know, for protein. So that's really important, you know, just to keep that that metabolism cranking. Tip number 5, Ellen.
So to me, mindset is so important when you hit a plateau, and usually we can get a little bit off track, especially when we're in times like this. Our mindset, because of our routine is so out of whack, because we're now at home, we're not usually running around with the kids and things like that, where you have your normal Monday to Friday routine and then your weekend routine. So I found that previously when I've hit a plateau, it's because I've gotten out of my routine. So what I found over the last 3 weeks of being at home is I set myself certain goals each week. So I will exercise 5 to 7 days a week. So I do my walking, but also I jump on one of Julie's workout lives, which is, they're really good because you feel like you're being part of community as well, and you're also seeing the others with their you know, post-workout shakes and things like that, and it'll just jog your memory to go and get a really good protein shake or snack to have after you've had a workout and things like that. So that to me is really important, is keeping that mindset at 100% if you can. And then the sixth one, which is a huge one with a lot of our coaches, it's the biggest Herbie secret out there, and we call it the 3-3-3-3. And you know, some of us may need it after Easter, especially with all the goodies that have been made, and if you like, my husband, he brought me all these really yummy chockies, but I think he knew it was more for him than me. I haven't had one yet. But anyway, so our secret weapon is 3 shakes a day. Okay, so you can have like a small bowl of veggies or salad with your evening shakes. Your 3 sets of supplements, especially the multivitamin complex and the cellulose. 3 litres of the Herbie tea, aloe, and which is what we call the Gloline, or as a friend of mine calls it, witch's brew. And do that for 3 days. And even if you can do it for a couple of days, it will really help shift and you'll see a difference.
That's awesome. So guys, you know, if you're experiencing a weight loss plateau, you know, just absolutely keep going. It's normal. But there are ways to get off that weight loss plateau and get your results cranking. Hopefully some of the tips that Ellen and I have shared will really help you. We'd love to hear your tips, because it's a journey. Weight loss is a journey, and you know, there'll be good weeks and not so good weeks. So if there's anything in particular that really helped you, please pop it in the comments below, because we love to hear, you know, how everybody's little, you know, tips and tricks are. So that's awesome. And talk to your coach often and keep connected to any of the online challenges that your coach is running, because doing something with other people is far more motivating than go it alone. So thanks so much for sharing with me on today's call, Ellen. And we wish everybody a healthy and happy day. Goodbye.